results so that I can actually have good questions to ask.
No.
Okay, we're streaming. Okay, so here we are at Tribal. There's 3 people here. So I'll ask questions and then we'll read votes. So Colin, after last Tribal, you're the only first-time player here in the game anymore. How does that feel?
I kind of didn't really think about that a lot. It kind of just happened. I don't think it affects too much because it's like we all have our own connections with each other that aren't really based on the original tribes. So I don't really think it affects the gameplay that much. But it is interesting. It's a footnote, I guess. Cute.
And this is for both Colin and Benji, but I'll ask it to Benji. This isn't a very good question. I was just going through the touchy subjects things. You both received the Dark Horse award. What does that even mean? I stole these questions. Like, what does this mean for you?
So I thought that was one of the more like confusing questions, just in terms of like, I don't know if like everyone would know what that is like immediately. But I was honestly just happy I didn't get Smells the Worst. The rest of them I could care less.
Something else I had a thought is like every single one that I was to answer for, Benji and I were tied on them. And I'm like, there's only 7 people left. So it's like not that many people have to say that I'm the answer for that, for me to be the answer for that, you know?
Yeah, it was kind of interesting to me that 3 people tied for the biggest lone wolf. Just like the only way that can happen is to have 2 people say each one of those 3, and then if somebody else throws somewhere else. But like, I think that that's really interesting that there were 3 people tied for that one. Hopefully you agree.
I feel like that goes for a lot of the answers too, is that like not that many people have to vote for someone to be the
and Abrielle, you got a mixture of good and bad. You got the very good one being biggest hero, so congratulations on that. And also like trust the most. But you also got the forget is playing. Do those mean anything to you?
No, not really. Especially because who do you trust the most? That's usually a question that you shouldn't answer truthfully. Like most people try to dodge that one. And the fact that I got the combination of those is just really baffling to me. Like, who do you trust the most? Who's the biggest hero? But also, who do you forget is here? So it seems like some of them were very random. I usually try not to pay too much attention to touchy subjects. It's a weird comp in my mind. And like Benji said, I'm also just glad that I didn't get Smells the Worst. So
yeah, so Johnny got a lot of the negative ones. How does everybody feel about that?
I mean, I feel like it doesn't mean that much because I feel like just like gameplay wise, people probably thought he was an easy scapegoat to like put as those, since he's kind of like was in the minority of last tribal. Like it's very situational because it's like I'm sure like we don't actually know that Johnny smells the worst. You know, we just have to say someone.
All right. So that's a lot of questions for 3 people. Do you guys feel in danger tonight?
Personally, I think I'm not going home.
Oh yeah, you won immunity. I completely forgot, actually. If anybody voted for you, I probably would have counted it.
It's okay. I mean, mistakes happen.
Yeah, so that's no votes for Benji.
I mean, any tribal, probably usually like half hour, 20 minutes before any given tribal, my heart rate starts to rise a little bit. Just the thought of attending a tribal council is kind of terrifying, so you can never feel too safe.
And Colin.
I'm in the same boat. I'm pretty sure every single tribal council, 5 minutes before it starts, Bodhi, I send you a message convinced that I'm going home. Has that not happened every tribal?
I mean, I won't confirm or deny. Yeah. Also, we have 2 fifth placers here. Or in the game. I'm also a 5th placer. I'm actually 2-time 5th placer. Do either of you feel like you're going to get 5th place the second time? Because I think that would be pretty cool if one of you did. Like, not that I'm rooting against you, but I think that would be fun if I had another member in the 2-time 5th place club.
Cool.
Hmm?
I don't know if pretty cool is the best way to
It's a pretty cool club.
Here's the thing. As long as I don't idle myself out of the game at Final 5, that's my only that's the only accomplishment that I want, you know? Like, that's good enough as is. So if I have the blessing of making it to Final 5 and or further, it's been a good game.
All right. Yeah, so I'll go make the votes happen. So feel free to talk to each other.
Actually, I think we're just going to ignore each other for 3 minutes while he writes the votes.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Cool.
Maybe insert the Jeopardy music that goes while you wait for the answer.
He's going to get a copyright claim.
Oh no, that's right. When he comes back, I would like him to sing it for us.
Can
Maybe
he hear us right now?
Colin, do you think you could play it on an instrument?
If I had one nearby,
Darn.
hypothetically.
I just imagine most musicians have like a spare harmonica around.
Is that true?
Like back pocket harmonica.
I've always had the impression that everyone has like a spare slide whistle. That's like my
I think that's like a very theater kid thing to have, a slide whistle.
Oh shit, you clocked me.
Okay, nobody changed their vote, so I did actually get the votes right. Cool. Okay, so if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right. I will read the votes. Johnny. Julian. Johnny. Johnny. And the next member of our jury, Johnny. So another unanimous vote. Thank God we're back to those. So Krissa should still be in the game.